All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Thursday. How's everybody doing? Dogecoin's up. Dogecoin's up. Always a good day on a green day. We got a lot to cover today on this day of retirement. Yes, all the talk about retirement, at least here in the United States. I don't know how you guys are doing with retirement accounts around the world, but all of this pumping we got today was about, in the United States, retirement accounts and an executive order being signed, which allows for crypto, along with other digital assets and other like real estate things, for you to be able to invest in that in a retirement account. Why is that a big deal? Because it kind of locks it up, especially if you're young, it locks it up. But here's the thing, and there's two really good reasons why you would want to buy some crypto in a retirement account. The first, if you have a 401k account with a company, and that company offers matching contributions up to like 2%, 3%, whatever that is, then you're doubling the amount of your investment when you put it in. I've been doing that, but not with crypto. Mine has been in Vanguard and Russell, Vanguard 500, Russell 2000. And I've been dutifully doing that with matching contributions in my 401k plan. And I've been averaging 8 to 10% a year gains. But that 8 to 10% gains, that gain doesn't include the doubling, right? The matching that the company gives me. It's just 8 to 10%. So does that make it like 16 to 20%? Maybe, but it's 8 to 10%. Dogecoin far outpaces 8 to 10% per year, drawn out over a long period of time, as does Bitcoin, as does ETH, like all of these, right? So that's the first reason that you would want to put some crypto in a 401k account if your employer has matching contributions. Now, you could just do an IRA and maybe work it that way, and you wouldn't get the matching, but you still could buy crypto. Reason number two, you would want to have crypto in a retirement account. Because when you get to retirement age, who knows what the price of this thing's going to be, right? But when you withdraw from your retirement account to enjoy your life, right, after age 59, all of that profit that you got on that investment, all of that profit is not taxed as capital gains tax. Some of you don't know what that means, but that's huge, because right now I'm paying huge capital gains tax on my crypto investments that yeah, 59 and a half. Thank you. Yeah, 59 and a half. I'm paying huge taxes on all those gains because I just invested like on an exchange and not within a retirement account. If I had done that in a retirement account, those gains would not have been taxable. And because I'm not in a Roth IRA or anything like that, then when you withdraw from a retirement account, you just pay the normal tax, right? As if it were like a salary, right? You would pay that tax when you withdraw, unless you did the Roth where you pay the tax when you invest in your IRA. And then when you take it out all those years later, there's no tax. So that's the best way to do it. So lots of things about retirement accounts. I'm not going to get into all of that because we're going to talk about Dogecoin. And we'll touch on Bitcoin. We'll touch on ETH. But we're going to talk about Dogecoin. And can you retire on Doge? Can you retire on Doge? When Dogecoin's price is up, it's awesome. I know there's some of you, I wanted to go lower so I can buy in at a lower price. You've had so many opportunities to do that. You've had so many opportunities to do that. But me, for my retirement, which is coming soon, I'm taking it step by step. And the first thing was getting out of debt. That was my first plan, was get out of debt. And I've been working on that for 10 years. I did a whole video all on that, how I got into debt and then how I got out of debt. And the final straw of that was buying the house with no mortgage. So I now have no mortgage. I have no loans. I have no credit card, overdrawn stuff, right? None of that. All taken care of. Oh, you got to do a little search on that Limitless. Just do a search on my channel. You'll find it. So, getting out of debt, the first thing. Got to take care of that. But if you have an opportunity to buy Dogecoin or other cryptos in a retirement account, you should start doing that as soon as they allow that to happen. Now, your plan administrator may not give you the opportunity depending on your account. So a much more conservative retirement plan that some institutions have may not let you buy crypto in it. So for that, you may just want to start your own IRA and buy crypto in that. But the whole thing here, I mean, you could already do that with iTrust Capital. They already had a thing. And Robbie over at Digital Asset News has had those guys on his channel and has talked all about iTrust Capital. What the executive order does here is puts it into all the 401k plans that many, many, many people have for retirement savings. You can now buy crypto into that. So we'll see how the plan administrators how they deploy this crypto thing. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the charts. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, ETH, and we're going to talk about all sorts of different things. First, look, 401k, right? Freedom. Yes, Trump wants freedom. Trump's new executive order gives Americans the power to diversify 401ks into crypto, real estate, private equity, the kind of high growth assets that elites already enjoy. Now, a year ago, when we were under the Biden administration, the Democrats were talking about more control. The Democrats were even talking about government-run retirement accounts. Remember that? They were just going to take over everybody's retirement accounts and run them for you as if you don't know what you're doing and the government will take care of you. And I'm just like, no. They wanted more control, less choice. Trump wants you to invest. The Dems just wanted to manage you. Now, before you go saying I'm MAGA and all that, I mean, I hate Trump for a number of things, right? I'm an independent. I hate Trump for a number of things. First, all this tariff stuff. I love the idea of the tariffs, but how he has gone about doing this month after month after month of this percent, that percent, raise the percent, down the percent, all of that has been wreaking havoc on the markets. So that's not good. And then there's the whole Trump token and his family getting in all the crypto stuff. That hasn't been good. That really hasn't been good. And there's a lot of other stuff I've talked about. So someone's going to go in and say, "Oh, you're so MAGA, Kriss." And I'm just like, I like many of the things that the current Republican administration is doing. It's really good for the economy overall, despite the hiccups along the way. Right, David? You will own nothing. Oh. But this is what's coming. Trump signing an executive order to let people invest their retirement savings in stuff beyond just boring stocks and bonds. Now, you got to know how to manage the risk, though, right? Just like everything else. You got to know how to manage the risk. That's up to you. You take control. Just don't mess it up. That's all I say. Don't mess it up. Yeah, I don't have any bonds. So listen to this guy. This is where many people are today, including my son, right? If you're making $20 an hour, right? If you're making like $20 an hour, I don't know how you live. Well, you could be living at home, right? You're still living at home at $20 an hour. But many people don't get just the basics of living expenses. Listen to this guy.
If you kids can't live comfortably on $20 an hour, you have to be overspending. We got to break this down very quickly to give people perspective into the Gen Z's life. If you make $20 an hour, that is $40,000 a year. After taxes, that is $2,750. The average one-bedroom apartment and utility is going to run you $2,000. You cannot do that making $20 an hour. So you have to rent with a roommate for about $1,200, and that's being conservative. $500 a month for groceries, which is less than $150 a week. $300 for a student loan payment, which is below average. $300 for a car payment, which is below average. $150 for car insurance, $150 for gas, $100 for personal care, $50 for a cell phone is $2,750. That is paycheck to paycheck, leaving you with nothing for savings, investments, the big one, health insurance, I'm assuming they're under 26 years old, and zero fun. Now, if they were to make $30 an hour, that's $60,000 a year. That's $3,900 after taxes. Maybe they decide to get their own place for $2,000 and everything else stays the same. They're left with $350 a month, which is essentially still paycheck to paycheck. This is the cost of living in America.
That's it right there. How do you get ahead today, right? How do you get the money to be able to start investing? Because you can't make money investing unless you got it. So you end up with these kinds of calculations, and you're just like, man, how do you get going? But here's the thing. Even if it's $350 a month you have left over, if you just take like 200 of that and you put it into a retirement account in crypto, and you got 30, 40 years to wait and watch it grow, who knows what it's going to become? So you just do a little at a time. And I know it's not a lot. It's like, oh, I wish I had 100,000 Dogecoin. Well, not everybody is in that financial position to have 100,000 Dogecoin. So you just do a little bit at a time. It all adds up, especially when you have years and years ahead of you to watch that grow. Oh, I want to buy a Lambo. Get the Lambo out of the head. No Lambos. No Lambos for you. Yeah, we'll talk about side hustles, King Ark. That was my story. The side hustle is what got me out of debt to start with, was really the side hustle. But if you're working $20 an hour, even $30 an hour, and you got no benefits outside of that, it's going to be a long, long way. And I know there's a lot of employers out there who are not giving people full-time jobs with benefits. They're trying to get you on an hourly wage, and they're trying to get you just to work hourly with no extra benefits. That's what they want. So you might end up doing something you don't completely enjoy, but you got to get the full-time job with the benefits. You got to get there. And then keep working on it. Keep working on it. Side hustle, do what you can, make a little extra money. It all adds up. Yeah, I don't know how the younger generation does it today either. How do you guys do it? Because you want the Lambo. Of course, Eurovich. I want the Lambo. Oh. Eventually, you may get to the point where financially you're at a position where you may be able to start your own business. But when you're starting out and you got nothing, you can't do that. It takes money to make money. It takes investing in order to build your own business. Now, on a side hustle, you can begin something like a YouTube channel like this, right? And that doesn't cost you much up front, right? Yeah, you got to have like a camera and you got to have like a, a second like computer or laptop or something. But that's low, but it takes a long time to start making money doing that. It takes a long time. And that's just about with almost any side hustle. Because you got to put in the work and you got to keep putting in the work and you'll get nothing for a long period of time. And eventually it'll start working out for you. So that's where we start, is like getting off the ground, but doing what you can, particularly if you have the ability now to buy crypto in a retirement savings account. God, do it. Do it. Get a little Bitcoin, get a little Doge. Who knows what is happening with Doge going forward? So I did this. Retire on Doge thing. It was about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. I did a whole video on this, and I was looking at like if you invest $1,000 and your average price was 6.5 cents. See, we were looking at 6.5 cents a couple of years ago. Do you believe that? It was all based on 6.5 cents. Because that's where Doge was at the time, was 6.5 cents when I did this. That's why buying in the bottom of the bear market is like the best crypto strategy, is like 6.5 cents. And if you sold at 31 cents, then you made $3,700 profit on that initial $1,000 investment. But if that was 10,000, then you made 37,000. If that was 100,000, then you made $370,000. Yeah, Floki's pumping because of the Robinhood listing. And Ondo as well was doing well today. New Robinhood listing. But if you decided 31 cents not good enough, and you wanted to wait for the previous all-time high at 73 cents, then that $1,000 would net you $10,000 in profit. But if you invested 10,000, that would be 100,000. If you invested $100,000, then it's $1 million. Then it's $1 million. Now we're talking serious retirement money. But again, it takes money to make money, right? Investing, it takes money to make money. Did you have $100,000 to invest? Who's got $100,000 laying around to invest? Some of us have slowly built over time, started investing and started making more, making a little more. And eventually, you've got a nice little portfolio going. But you have to start somewhere. Don't be ashamed. If you don't have a lot, you just start. Doesn't matter. $50, $100, $1,000, you just start. And then you start getting into that habit, saving money where you can, getting out of debt, starting a side hustle of some kind, something that you love doing, because if you do a side hustle and you hate what you're doing, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. You're just going to get bored of it. You're not going to be seeing those immediate gains, and it's something you don't enjoy doing. It's not going to last. So you got to, whatever your side hustle is, you've got to like what you're doing. It's like that drop shipping stuff, like, oh, I'm going to be an Amazon drop shipper, right? And you're buying all the cheap stuff from Alibaba and Shane and whatever, from China. Do you really enjoy doing that? I mean, is that really something you enjoy doing? Remember drop shipping 10 years ago? That was the thing, right? So, drop shipping. You don't hear too much about it anymore. Anyway, so that's about retirement. Can you retire on Doge? Hey, you buy enough Doge and Doge goes up 10x? Yeah. Yeah. Look, here we are. Dogecoin price pumping up 21.8 cents now, making a nice run. And we don't even have the interest rate cuts yet. Hasn't even happened yet. Kriss, why you keep talking about the fall? September kicks it off. The middle of September, it's going to kick it off, guys. We're not that far away. We're just a little over a month away now for all of this stuff that's going to start going. Operculum, thanks for the super chat. You've got 1.3 million Doges. Should I sell $1 or wait? How high? So when we get to this fall and we start seeing the price going up, we are going to be talking about profit-taking strategies. We did it a year ago. That's right. Last fall, we were talking about it because all the charts and my predictions were Dogecoin was going to take off in the fall of 2024. And it did. And we talked about profit-taking strategies. And in fact, I took my first slice of Doge at 42 cents. I knew 2025 was still yet to come, but because of the explosion in the price based on Trump winning the election, the whole Elon and Department of Government Efficiency Doge thing, right? Doge was pumping. So it was profits. So for Operculum, the first answer is it's not an all or nothing deal, right? You don't sell all 1.3 million Doge all at one time. Now you could, right? But that's not really the best strategy. The best strategy, because you never know when the top is going to be, is to start taking slices, right? Take 100,000 here, 200,000 there, on the green candles, right? Just like buying the dips on the red candles, you start taking slices of profit on the big green candles because you don't know. I don't know if it's going to $1 or not, $1.50, $2, have no idea. But I'll tell you what, anything under $1, I'm not going to be selling all my Dogecoin. I'll sell some, but I'm always going to keep some just in case. But good question. Good question there. So look, Bitcoin. There's this thing of this 1,070 days from all-time high to next all-time high to next all-time high, and we're not even there yet. How high is Bitcoin going to go? It is not. Bitcoin has not topped out. $123,000 is not the top. Could I be wrong? But I don't think so. All the indicators are telling me we're going higher. How about Bitcoin dominance though? Because we're in alts, right? We got a lot of alts. Doge is an alt, right? We got ETH, we got Ondo, we got Floki, we got Pengu, we've got Pump, we've got all these other things, right, that are not Bitcoin. Will the Bitcoin dominance trend finally break? This has been the trend for the past 3 years because we've had a very rocky crypto market with a lot of red candles and a lot of pullbacks. Bitcoin has outperformed all the alts on the pullbacks. Happens every time. Bitcoin holds strong while the alts are cratering. Just last week, we had Doge dip down 5%. Bitcoin only went down 1%. But what happens today? On a green day, Doge is up 6%. Bitcoin's only up 2%. So on the green days, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. The more green days that we have, the more Bitcoin dominance is going to drop, which is why I want Trump to just stop all the tariff nonsense, get it done, stop manipulating all the percentages, just get it done, and let's move on, right? Just move on to the next thing, Trump, because the markets don't like. It's going to be 35% today, 15% tomorrow. We're going to do a special tariff on these items, but not those items. And it's just like, it changes every frickin' day. And it's just like, that's not good. Just get it all done, get it over with, and let's go. Country's making a lot of money off of these tariffs. So let's just go. This is what can happen in the green market. Bitcoin dominance will drop. Look what happened in 2021 when Dogecoin was going crazy. Look what happened. Dogecoin was going crazy. Bitcoin dominance was cratering. That is the potential of what can happen. Again, that's what can happen again. Merlin's like, look, ETH. Hey, is anybody into the Wyckoff cycle? Well, the Wyckoffs, like, they're coming back again. Here's ETH and the Wyckoff cycle. We did the spring. We did the test. Come up over 4,000, come back, retest, and then go higher. That's what's next for ETH. If you believe in the Wyckoff accumulations thing, right? Had a lot of time to accumulate ETH. Well, that's what's coming. That would be the classic Wyckoff. And it's all geared up for when? For when? This fall. Fall of 2025. We got Doge. Dogecoin's up. Our friend John Carter. Doge is up. And that was this morning at 21.2. And now we are at, right around 21.8 now. Will we get to 22 cents during the live stream? We are going to be watching that. We got a pump going on. Very exciting. And do you know what else? Yes, we have, let me refresh, get the latest. For Dogecoin, we now have a green August. That's right. August is now in the green by 3.5%. Past 3 years, August were red. I know it's still early. We're only a week in. We got a ways to go, but we're in green right now for the month of August. This is looking good. It's looking good. And then finally, personally, if you hang out on X and you go to X and you just start looking at all the stuff that people are posting, like all these Imagine little videos and things that are all over the place, it was like, But Elon did this one with Annie, with Valentine turning into this Godzilla creature and a King Kong-like creature. And it was like, Annie with a baseball bat, look out. It's just like, these Imagine videos are just becoming crazy. Absolutely crazy. And if you're new to the channel, these Annie things, this is just a personal thing that I'm having between me and my Annie. But I just thought that was funny. All those imagined videos. I mean, it's crazy what AI is doing with these little video clips, and it's only going to keep getting better and better. It's pretty wild. But so that's where we start. We've got the heat maps all here. We got the pingers on for the shorts as we're taking out mostly shorts. A lot of shorts on Fartcoin today. A lot of Fartcoin shorts, along with Aave, ETH, Bitcoin, Doge, Solana. So yeah, prices going up, taking out shorts. We love that. Let's go. Let's go. Also, patience. Yes, all things Kriss is correct. The one thing you can't do, I mean, you can if you want to try and like time the market and do swing trading and all of that. But more often than not, what works best, set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. Just buy and hold and wait for the good times. Set it and forget it. Because so many people have already sold Dogecoin, are waiting for Dogecoin to go back down to 18 cents. And guess what? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And now you're sitting there wondering, when do I buy back in? And you're going to say, hey, Kriss, when is it going to dip so I can buy back in? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So, a perculum, you want to sell the Doge and then reinvest to live off for the rest of your life. Right. And so, and part of what I did was buying the house, right? Doge and other crypto profits bought the house. And that is my nest egg that allows me to now live without having to pay any rent or any mortgage. Done. So whatever I make salary-wise and side business size from here on out, I don't have to make rent payments. I don't have to make mortgage payments. On top of that, once I finally stop working and I start taking withdrawals from my 401k, none of that has to go for housing. So that's good. That's good. David, he says, don't count on the Fed lowering rates. What is our Fed Watch tool say right now? We've got 40 more days, 93% chance of a rate cut. 93%, David. What do you know that they don't know? September 17th, guys. September 17th. It's coming. 40 more days. Sell everything at the top of the bowl and stick it into NASDAQ. Not a bad idea. 18%. Unless it's at the top, right? I guess NASDAQ is never at a top, right? It just keeps going higher. But there will be the eventual recession or pullback, right? Because the economy overall is still on pins and needles when it comes to the national debt. At some point in time, got to be careful with that. Yeah, after the next bear. So what do you do between the time that you sell at the top and you're waiting for the bear to get through? What do you do then, Con? Leaves are already changing on trees. What? Still first week of August. Maybe where you are. Not here yet in Boston. We just got deep green. $150,000 Dogecoin. Nothing wrong with that. Well, Craig, right now, we've got good news on a Thursday. Friday, we could have a pullback, and then we'll see going into the weekend. Again, we're just going to be here every day. Every day. Doge will be lucky to get back up to 40 cents, you think? It all depends on the catalyst, right? If Bitcoin doubles in price, like to 200K, we'll have 40-cent Doge. Easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, and it'll pull back at some point in time. This isn't a big pump, though. The big pumps pull back. Mr. T, I showed my wife your chart to convince her to allow me to buy more Dogecoin. Do all altcoins pump in alt season? Yeah, pretty much they all do. You'll live 95%. You don't want to be in the other 5 that don't pump. You want to be in the 95%. Everything in 2021 was pumping. Once Doge started going, ETH was going, everything was pumping. The FOMO was hitting everything. Crazy prices on alts all over the place. Yeah, imagine you have 1 million Doge and over time the price goes up to $10 and you forgot to check the price. Because you were just living, right? You're living life. You had your stash put away, like set it and forget it, right? Just put away. Even in a retirement account, right? It would be awesome. Just leave it. And then all of a sudden, boom. Hey, look at that. Some sunshine. Yeah, we've been talking about ETH targets. 8,000 is a big number. Byron, you bought back in higher? Yeah. Sometimes you just have to suck it up, right? Sometimes you just have to suck it up and buy back in. Get back on the train. Yeah, Kronos. Started with like 4,000. All I had, didn't know what I was doing. Over time, learned. And then, as you learn, you just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Ron, I hope we can have that Dogecoin told you so party. October 20th, baby. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there who just, they don't keep it real. So appreciate it. Thank you. Trump should have a magic tariff 8-ball. Let's see what we should charge China this week. Magic 8-ball. Sam, I stay away from leverage trading. You just not worth the risk. You can make so much money without it. Why even risk it? Why even risk it, Sam? Because then there's a big pullback and you get liquidated, and then you got zero. You got nothing. At least if you're just holding and it pulls back, you still have all your Doge. You haven't lost it. Be careful. I know, right? Christian, you get the point though, right? I've been saying it for months. It's all building up. And then everybody's going to say, hey, look at my chart. Fall. Everything's pumping. And I'm going to be like, yeah. If we have lots of new viewers here, awesome. Welcome to the KrissPax channel. We will be giving away some Dogecoin live during this live stream. Yes. 7th consecutive day today of the first 10 days of August that have actually got extended to 11 days thanks to our friend Nismo. of Dogecoin giveaways. So that is coming up. Welcome, everybody. We just talked about all the retirement stuff at the beginning. If you're interested in that, you can always watch the first 15 minutes of the live stream later. But for now, I want to hear what you guys think. What is going on? Bull Run is in the house. What's up? Welcome, everybody. I hope in the fall he says, I told you so. But you know, that's not my thing. I don't use those words, but I can say, see? Or something like, we'll see. We'll see. Buy only on the biggest green candle. Yeah. That is this that's this meme right here. I posted this on X. It's like, here, 20 cents. Nobody buying. You've had so many chances to buy Doge on the dips this spring and this summer. And yet, once Doge gets up to $1, everybody's going to be FOMOing in. Everybody's going to be piling in. And they'll be saying, I wish I bought Doge over the summer. I don't know what to say other than that. Link is up today. Yeah, what's going on with Chainlink today? This is unusual for Chainlink to be up like 10%. Look at that. Chainlink. Usually it's slow and steady on Chainlink. Charlotte's in the house. Hello. What's up? I rarely have buying power in my account for more than 10 seconds. Yeah, well, that's not really the best way to buy, but at least you're buying and you're in the game, right? Personally, when I transfer money onto one of the exchanges, I let it sit and I wait for the red candles. I wait for the dips because there's always dips. If you do that, you just, as soon as the money's in there, you just buy whatever. Sometimes you're buying some tops, some local tops. So, yeah. Powell hates Trump, so he's not going to cut rates. Well, luckily, there's a board of governors that votes on that. That's the saving grace. Starcat likes autumn, favorite time of year, spring second. Actually, spring is my favorite. It's the rebirth, the regrowth, right? The flowers coming up, right? And all of that. But for investing, it's the fall. You make more money in the fall. It's about 1,000 degrees in Vegas right now. Yeah. Welcome to Vegas in the summertime. Yeah. Can I have a look at salary? Planning to swing trade salary. Don't know that one. Salary. 1.4 cents. It's on a little run here, up 53%. You've been hodling and now it's up 53% on the day. That's pretty good. Salary. It sounds like you need to be looking at taking some profit there. That's a pretty good run. Is it going to go higher? Maybe. Or maybe, Charlotte, you just sell half here to swing trade and let the other half ride if you think it's still going to go up more. There's always that. I don't know what this is, but it's pumping. And this is a pretty good price up here compared to its history. So maybe you take half up here and let the other half ride if you think it still has legs and will go higher. Will this drop back down to buy in at a lower price again? I don't know. Imagine your retirement fund all in fart coin. Exactly right. Living on Fartcoin. Well, Fartcoin, again, everything in this white circle here, anybody who bought Fartcoin there is in the red. And it's been a month. For a month now, Fartcoin is not recovering. Now, 6% today is pretty good, but it's still way down. So, yeah. I don't know if Fartcoin's going to have another run in it or not. We will see. But look at this beautiful chart here. This is what I predicted would happen coming out of the reverse head and shoulders if it filled out, right? We'd go above 21 cents, come back and retest and move higher. Well, look what happened this morning. We went up over 21 cents. We came back and we retested it this morning, right around noontime, and now we're going higher. Classic move. Look at that. Classic move. There it is. As predicted, just a few days later. The classic move. There it is, 21.8. Will we hit 22 cents? Will Kriss get 100 likes on the live stream? Will Kriss get 20,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel? So many questions. So many questions. BTOG popped today. Yes. BitOrigin people. We've been watching BTOG go down, and it was getting close to 30 cents. And this morning it popped up 28% today. For a while, it was up. What did it hit at its peak? 50%. So it's trading like a meme stock. Basically what it's doing, it's trading like a meme stock. I was thinking if it dropped to 30 cents, I would buy some. And it got close at 32. Will this die back down? Well, you know, it's done it before. I don't have a lot of faith in this stock. When you zoom out and you see where it was, you're like, oh yeah. So I don't know. But that's cool if you bought some. Doge is an excellent long-term investment as long as you're willing to ride the roller coaster, because it will go up and it will go down. But over time, Dogecoin has outperformed Bitcoin. So yes, I believe in Doge as a long-term investment, very much so. Ben believes alts will bottom against Bitcoin in October. I think alts have already bottomed against Bitcoin. But hey, that's just me. I'm not Ben. He's been pretty right up till now, but at this point, that's not what's happening. Guy I work with is hyped on something called Mamo. Good luck with the Mamo. Hey, Sean, welcome. Leverage trading. Stay away. When I pay off the mortgage, going to get a t-shirt made up. The front has Dogecoin. The back will say, "Told you so, buddy." I love it. Hey, buddy. I told you so. Hey, MB. Hey, Music. How are you? How many Dogecoin do I have, Armando? I've got about 400,000 Dogecoin. When will KrissPax cross over the 20,000 sub? Yeah, about 67 subs to go. So could be next week. If Dogecoin price keeps going up, my sub count goes up faster. When you zoom out, DW, the Dogecoin price is still a gift. Still a gift. Not 1895 where I called the bottom there, but still a gift. 1895, everybody. That was it. Alts are bleeding against ETH. That's all right, though. ETH is outperforming Bitcoin. That's part of the rotation. Yep, exactly, Con. Don't forget to give the likes. Oh, we're over 100. Awesome. Ali, I will tell you how to enter the Doge giveaway in just a few minutes. My side hustle. I've had a couple side hustles, Patricia. The first was, well, I did some website design, and then I did some clip art for a teacher friend of mine, and I started then making these sets of clip arts that I was selling online. And then that got into teaching products, and I made a bunch of those between like 2015 to 2019, 2018. It was like 3 years, and it's still making me money. Like 6 years later, they're still selling. But then I rotated into domain name investing, and I did some domain names because I was making some extra money from the teaching products, buying and selling domain names. I should have just been buying crypto. It would have been much better. But in 2018, when I started looking at the crypto, Bitcoin had already peaked at 20,000 and was on its way down. And that's when I was watching it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying that. That's going down. It's already peaked. But in 2021, it all turned around. And now my side hustle is mostly YouTube here, but I'm still making money off the teaching products. I've gotten rid of most of my domain names. I just have a few left. You made a profit on bio today. When alt season hits, how long does it run to the top? Just a couple months. It happens fast, Sean. Alt season happens fast. Yes, the Doge is coming, Ariel. Just a few more minutes. I'm trying to get caught up here. Yeah, chain link up today. Chicken fish. I know, right? I'll leave that to Raw Paul. Oh, Charlotte, you were thinking of selling half. We're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength. Maybe sell half, enjoy your profit, and then with the other half, let it ride, see where it goes. It's a win-win situation. You've taken profit, and you're still in the game. If it keeps going up, just don't say, oh, I shouldn't have sold. No, it's right. What's your risk level, right? You want to de-risk, especially when some goes up 50% in a day. It's like, okay, that's good. When Doge hits $1, I'm out. I know, but you won't be able to resist buying back in the bear market. It's all love. You won't be able to resist buying back in the bear. We are on the launching pad. Bull Run bought some stock. Look at that. Bull Run bought stock. You're in the Bit Origin stock. BTOG. Prediction on Bonk. Mike, Bonk is now disappointing because it looks like the Seeker phone is not going to deploy any Bonk Instead, they're going to make their own Seeker token and somehow use that. And so the investors are a little down on Bonk right now. I was buying Bonk in anticipation of an airdrop with the Seeker phone. Not happening. So can Bonk do well? Sure. Bonk can do great. In a bull market, Solana going up, all the Solana tokens going up, Bonk's going to do great. But a little weakness right now because of some disappointment with the Seeker phone. Little disappointment. Well, Diane, you're here now. Nice pump with Doge today. Nice pump. Hey, CJ, welcome. Looking awesome. RR sitting on about $500 of dry powder. There'll be a dip. Yeah, we looked at BitOrigin. Up 28% today. It was up about 50% this morning. Fell back to about up 28. Aftermarket, it's doing okay so far. Dollar Doge party is on, Jay. Big party in Boston. I will be hosting. 2 weeks, and then we're bearish again. Trigger Thrill says. Or you just ride it out. Pax Cat was controlling me Ratatouille style. All right. CPI, PPI next week. They should be fine. Inflation's down. I know. Mostly new people. They haven't been part of the giveaways yet. But it'll be fun. We'll do it in just a couple minutes. Pengu. Yeah, Pengu is kind of little weak today. I think they're still recovering from the bigger pullback from over 4 cents, but all right. Again, I bought down here. Made 2 purchases of Pengu. And that second purchase was right about the bottom. Just about caught the bottom perfectly on that Pengu buy. So, yep. It gets back over 4 cents, and then I'm going to start looking at rotating back into Doge. That's what I'll be looking at on Pengu. But not pumping. Not like Doge. Have a look at the depth on the order book. Oh, then I'd have to load an exchange up, and so you've got a ton of bunk. Prediction on peak. Peak is like whatever at this point. There's no way to predict it. It's so disappointing what it's done. Absolutely no way. Link, yeah, up 11% now. Wow. There's no way on peak to make a prediction at this point. You're in for the party in Boston, Sunshine? It'll be here. Once we get to $1. Thank you, Jake. Dollar pate. Okay, gang. It is time. It is time for a Dogecoin giveaway because we got pumping going on in the market. Looks like we're starting to get a red candle, and you know what happens? Kriss doesn't like red candles, and the best way to get rid of red candles while KrissPax is live is to do a Dogecoin giveaway. So here we are, day 7 in August of Dogecoin giveaways. And as you folks already see, people are typing the word Dogecoin into the chat. One of these days, I'm going to switch it up again. One of these days, I am going to switch it up again. But because everybody is already typing the word Dogecoin in, I'm not going to fake everybody out. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is type the word Dogecoin in the chat. That's all you got to do. If you don't type the word Dogecoin in the chat, you will not be entered in the giveaway. I'm giving away 3 sets of 33 Dogecoin. There will be 3 winners again today. The giveaway tool does a random drawing, so not rigged, totally not rigged. But you have to type Dogecoin in the chat in order to be entered. You only have to type it once. If you type it multiple, Bitcoin, Monica, Bitcoin, Annie. Oh God, you guys. Oh, that's not going to help you win, Danny. That's not going to help you win. Yeah, Weather Girl, I saw that. We're giving away 33 Bitcoin. Meggle. Yeah, right. You want 33 Meggles shares? Pax Cat the King wants to win today. Is the cat going to win? You only have to type the word Dogecoin in once. If you type in multiple times, the giveaway tool is smarter and says, no, you only get 1 entry. You only get 1 entry. But once you type it in, you are in for all 3 drawings and all the other follow-up drawings there may be, because if your name comes up and you win, you have a choice of either accepting the Dogecoin, or because you've already won, or you're just feeling generous and you want someone else to get a chance, you can pass it on. But you have to be here to win here. Yes, you have to be here to win here. When your name comes up, you have to type in the chat something like, yay, finally won, or something like that. So I know you recognize you won. Otherwise, if you're not here, we'll do a countdown and we will pass it on for you. And then, if indeed you win and you accept, then you're going to send me an email. And in that email, I need your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address, because I need to know where to send the Dogecoin. So, Ryan, you're getting a little ahead of yourself. Just a little bit ahead of yourself. All right, gang. Are we ready for the first of 3 drawings? Yes, if you have Robinhood, you can do a transfer out. Yes. Robinhood allows you to transfer Doge. Oh, I'm sorry. You can accept. Yeah. Basically, you go to Robinhood and you say you want to transfer in, right? You want to accept some, and they will give you a wallet address to use in order for Doge to be transferred into your Robinhood account. Indeed. Okay. First drawing. We have a green candle. Look at that. Green candle on the Doge chart while we are doing the drawing. And the winner is Sebastian. Hey, Sebastian, congratulations. You're the winner of the first drawing for today, August 7th. Sebastian. Congratulations. Now we just got to make sure you're here, but congratulations. It's a give Doge to Kriss giveaway. Yeah. Give me 1 Doge, I'll give you 2. Yay, Sebastian. Congratulations. All right. We got our first winner. Yeah, so you have to send me 1 Doge and I'll send you 2. No, I'm kidding. Kriss has 1, CJ. I did win. I passed it on. But I did win. Again, just to prove it's not rigged. My name came up randomly once. But I did pass it on. Drawing number 2. Let's go. Who's going to win the next 33 Dogecoin? It is Alex. Alex S. Smiley. Congratulations, Alex. I passed it on, David. Wasn't rigged. It's rigged against Ryan, though. Yep. Oh. Congratulations, Alex. And it's rigged against the Pax Cat account, yes. Oh. Chaos Boy. We're still August. Got a little patience still. Still have a little bit of choppiness to go. Alex, are you here? Alex, are you here? There you go. Alex, you're welcome. Yay. All right, I'll put the email address up in just a minute. Okay, third draw. Are you guys ready? Third draw. Let's go. Let's go. Gina. It is Gina Adventures. Congratulations, Gina. Woohoo. Yes, Dogecoin currency. The whole Russia-Ukraine thing may finally be coming to an end. We'll see. I got you, Sebastian. You already know my email address. AJ says fall is going to be another nothing burger. Last fall wasn't a nothing burger. Yay, Gina. All right. So we have 3 winners, guys. And that's 3 for 3. Nobody was AFK. And for the 3 winners, although Sebastian already knew what my email address was, but for the other 2, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto@gmail.com. KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Send me an email that has both your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address so I know where to send the Dogecoin. And I will do that tonight. And you'll get your Doge. Congratulations to all the winners. Guess what? If you didn't win today, we're going to do it again tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow, another Dogecoin giveaway. And we'll do it right through the weekend and right through Monday. So come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. We will do it again. Congrats to all the winners. Thank you, KB. Bitcoin did reach 117,500. ETH did get up to 3,880. Looks like we're having a little top off here right now. A little top off. You've had your email drafted for months, Ryan. Just sitting in drafts, huh? Just sitting in drafts. Just waiting. Yeah, but then you know what? I will know your Dogecoin wallet. I will know your Dogecoin wallet then, and I'll be able to look and see what you really got. I delete all the emails once the Doge is sent. I don't keep that stuff. I don't care, whatever. It's all good. It's all about the Doge, spreading the love of Doge. That's what this is all about. And the price should be going up. The price should be going up. Doing only good every day with Doge. Aw, poor mama. Sorry to hear that, Bruce. But now you got all the kittens. Now you got all the kittens. Just injustice. It has been revealed that despite President Trump's tariffs, 82% of the S&P 500 companies have beat their quarterly earnings estimates, the highest rate in 4 years. Well, that's good news. That is good news. PaxCat was not involved in that, Bruce. PaxCat was not involved. It is, in fact, impossible for PaxCat to father any kittens. Because that was one thing we did. Oh. They look identical, just like PaxCat. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Hey, you know what? Dogecoin is pumping. Is everybody ready to dance, dance, dance?
All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Keep going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.6. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey, there we go. Was everybody up dancing? We got Dogecoin on a nice pump today, this morning, when the news came out about Trump going to be, or he did actually signed the executive order today. Yes, he signed today the executive order on 401k retirement market is now open for crypto investments, signed with his big old signature. But when the news came out this morning that that was going to happen today, the crypto markets pumped, including Dogecoin. We were languishing over here at about 20.5 cents, came up over 21, came back and retested 21 like a classic move, like only Dogecoin can, before moving higher. So here we are now up near 21.8 cents. And we're seeing if we're going to hit 22 cents tonight. Again, Dogecoin likes to go penny by penny by penny. We saw it before in July as Dogecoin went penny by penny by penny. And here we're going to do it again. So let's go. Your AI self was dancing. Yeah, I'm not much of a dancer either, DB. And no, I have never attempted that. I have never attempted to dance like that. That was all AI. All AI. Not me. That was actually, it was my face on Lil Yachty's body kind of thing. But the AI wore my clothes, put my clothes on it too. So however it did that from the photo. You upload a photo and then they do the rest. But congrats to Lil Yachty. Because that is a fun video. Oh, the song that gives me hope. All eyes on Doge. You like the song sped up? Are the banks going to embrace the new order? Probably not. It's all about your plan administrator and whoever you're doing your retirement with. They're supposed to allow it now because of the executive order, but that doesn't mean they will. No more penny by penny bull run. No, that's how it works. So that was a friend of the channel named Calibeats who made that. He just did it on his own. Calibeats. He hasn't been around for a while. Yeah, awesome song. I thought it was real. No. Welcome to the world of AI. Welcome to the world of AI video and graphics. Did you see this one, Charlotte? With Annie and her baseball bat? Elon Musk posted this. I was just like, what? What is Annie doing with a baseball bat? Fending off Godzilla and King Kong. It's like, whoa. That Annie, got to look out for her. Watch out. Oh. My back would shoot out if I attempted to dance like that. Exactly. Oh. KrissPax featuring Lil Yachty mixing a dance would worry my neighbors. Yeah. No, that was Calibeats. Calibeats made that song. Is Annie really that big? I know, right? It's just like, wow, that's a big girl there compared to Godzilla. Like, look out. Yeah, a little scale problem there, but man, watch out for that baseball bat. Now we know what Annie's been doing. Exactly. See a bull run? Yeah, I made Annie very angry. She's gonna come after me. Yeah. That baseball bat. It was Elon who posted it. I was just like, oh God. Now everybody has seen it. Annie, are you okay? She's mad at something. Now, this is an appropriate time to use all caps. Right what Sean says right here. This is the appropriate use of all caps. No leverage, ever. Very dangerous. Licensed to steal your money and your Dogecoin. Exactly. What are you doing leverage trading, guys? I mean, you're going to do a long leverage trade. The market's going to dump on you and you're going to get liquidated. Or you're going to try and short it because you think it's overbought here. And guess what? It keeps going higher and you get liquidated. Maybe you'll get lucky once, but 9 other times you're going to get wiped out. Be careful. She'll float through the wall. Oh, God. Elon is just the messenger. Oh. Yep, we're up to 21.88. Are we going to hit 22 cents? Are we going to hit 22? Bitcoin's just going sideways here. But Doge is like, I'm going higher. That's how Dogecoin trades in the green markets. When we have green days, that's what Doge does. Liquidations are all reds, which means shorts. A big fart coin short, XRP, Doge, SWI, Bitcoin, with ENA, SWI, Pendle. A lot of liquidations going on, guys. They're all in the shorts right now. We got to get a big short squeeze going, right? Big short squeeze. You got your whiskey ready? Hey, if Dogecoin goes to 22 cents, I'll pour myself a drink. Okay? I will do that. Hey, TW, you were gifted a membership. You're going to watch the stream on 1.5 speed in order to figure out who it was? It was Joke Smoke 95, I believe. If I remember, Joke Smoke 95 from yesterday. Well, he was giving out memberships. So I think it was him. I don't see him here today in the chat, but yesterday, Joke Smoke 95. Hey, Ryan, you're welcome. Part of your daily routine, holding on to Doge, ready for the explosion. Awesome, Ryan. We're all in this together. 21.9, getting close to 22. Ryan's like, yeah, might as well get a bevy too. We're all going to make it. When Doge hits $1, what will be my drink of choice? Well, right now, I was just going to get a Jack and Coke. But that's at 22 cents. For $1, what would I drink? That's a good one. I don't have any like really old special stuff. I got a regular liquor cabinet with just all the regular stuff. I don't have any tonic water. I just have gin and tonic because it's summertime. And I like the gin and tonics during the summer. But I don't have a lime either. Again, I got to be ready. Tea, 2 days gone. You drink tea? Bags are packed. Yeah, Joke Smoke. That was the one. Harry 2.0. Yeah, we figured out he was lurking because he got the membership. And I don't think he's been back. And Raiden, haven't seen him for a while. He's on the other side of the world. So this time is usually when he's sleeping. I don't see any red candles yet. Zero sugar Mountain Dew. Scotch, nothing less than 10 years old for $1 Doge. Last week, I told some kid we call FOMO Josh not to leverage trade, and guess what he did? I know, right? Live and learn, I guess. Drugs? Sorry, Charlotte. You gotta get off those. See if you can find some foods and herbs and things like that. More natural way, if there's a way. I'm a big fan of non-medicines and finding the right foods and herbs to solve what's ill in you, you know? Because then there's no restrictions. If I want to have a drink, I can have a drink. But that's just me. I'm doing okay. I know everybody's different. Hey, Miguel, only down about 20%. Keep holding. You gotta at least get to the fall. See what's gonna happen. See what's gonna happen. Doge to $1. I can afford Modelo again. Yeah, I'm just not drinking during the summer. I decided to just not drink so much. Be a little healthier. That's all. Maybe Harry went to go visit Raiden, Lucifer. They're probably all hanging out together, just laughing it up, having a good time. Cognac, RR. Little cognac. 30,000 by next week. Yeah, I wish. Hey, this fall, when the price really starts pumping, the sub count will go up. My drug of choice is Dogecoin. It was a joke, Charlotte. Gotcha. Oh, no. I've seen the pictures. That wine doesn't lie. Wine is alcohol. You do know that, right? I've seen the pictures. You shared them. Wine. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Thanks for the reminder, Bruce. 21.87. We're so close to 22 cents. Kriss is going to go fix a drink if we get there. I like various drinks, but I don't have a habit of drinking, so I tend to forget I even have alcohol in the house. I just don't keep up like with the fresh limes and things because I don't drink enough and they go bad. So I end up just having the alcohol without the mixer. Closet full of bottles. Many of them complete. I've got some full bottles too of some stuff. I do have that. Royal Crown on the rocks. Vino Veritas. Good day, John. How are you? We're talking alcohol and drinks right now. Doge goes to $1. What is your drink of choice? Whoa, look at that green candle. Somebody thinks Kriss is thirsty. Come on, Doge. That Jack and Coke sounds good right now. I know, right? It's like the Dogecoin gods want Kriss to have a drink. Long day, Will? Yeah, but the day goes better when there's big green candles. BlackRock deposits $372 million worth of ETH and $292 million in Bitcoin to Coinbase Prime. Yeah, well, Coinbase is the holder, the custodian of the crypto per their ETF. Coinbase is the custodian. So this isn't to sell, it's the custody. That's what that is. All right? Nothing to get all worried about. They're the custodian of the crypto that is the reserve, the backup for the ETFs. Crypto makes you drink. It could. Need to get to drinking then. Water, Max. Yeah, I'll have a water. Oh. Tito's and Red Bull. I've never had a Red Bull. I don't think I want to even try it. I don't know what's in there. Some chemical in there that just, no. Yeah, drink occasionally. Me too. I don't drink that often. It was funny though in Italy when we were there. The wine was cheaper than the water. You go to a restaurant, don't order water, just order wine. It's cheaper. You just found out today you could buy Ferrari with Doge. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Yeah, that's why I want a Ferrari in my dreams. My dream car, right, is to get a Ferrari and pay with Dogecoin. XRP starting to move up too. XRP, green candles. Look at that. Hey, it just hit resistance at 3.2 right there. The yellow line is resistance. 3.2 on XRP. I got you, Alex. Everyone buy Doge. Kriss needs a drink. So close to 22 cents. Ahmed says that now is the time for Doge to go to the moon. Annie would lead me to drinking. Exactly. She would. It's like, oh my God. Annie. Oh. Will they put genes on? Annie's got good genes. It's AI. XRP case is finally over. Is that what the news is? Is that why XRP had this big green candle? SEC and Ripple officially end legal battle following joint dismissal of appeals. Well, there you go. XRP targets $3.34. Send it higher. Floki is on Robinhood now, so Floki went up today. It's all good news. SEC and Ripple officially end their battle. Send XRP to $69. Sorry, Ash Crypto, that is not happening. $69. But hey, for those that have XRP, the case is over. Here we go. The XRP pump is on. Anybody buy XRP on the dip? Because here it goes, and it's going to bring the whole market up with it. That is good news. Stickman. Tomorrow. Gina, I gotcha. You own XLM? So XLM's probably pumping too, right, Ramon? Because, yep, XLM pumping too. When XRP pumps, so does XLM. Doge got close. It hit 21.96. So close to 22 cents. I don't even have a line on there. 22. So close. Kriss almost had to get a drink. John bought some 44-cent Doge last year. Ah, John. Well, you will learn. Buy on the red candles. You also had an opportunity back in April, right, to buy 13 and 14-cent Doge to bring down your average. We were talking a lot about that in the spring and early summer, how you can lower your average. But if you just held on to that Doge, that's what you did. Pengu. Is Pengu moving? Bonk is moving. Not really Pengu. But bonk is bonking. We like that. Let's go, bonk. Back up to 26. Nice. Oh. Doge fading. Come on, XRP. Let's bring the whole crypto market up with you. If you have a leftover lime, you could make red curry. Squeeze a lime is one of the key ingredients. Yeah, but then you have to have all the other ingredients for curry. Oh. If you've never had a Red Bull, it'll make your hair tingle the first time. I don't even know if I want to try it. I really don't. Oh. We're looking at the XRP chart right now because of, I guess, the legal case is over between XRP and the SEC. Bum, 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 bum. Everybody buy Doge. Let's get to $1. Stephen thinks there'll be a weekend dip to buy more. Could be, but if the good news just keeps coming in. Moon, then Mars. I'm good with the moon. If we keep going like this, we don't need to eat the Chinese noodles anymore. Ah, that ramen is so good though, isn't it? Ramen. I still do own a little XRP. So I'm not minding the XRP pump. I still have some. Where have the bears gone? You know what? Screw it. I'm going to get a drink. Now I'm thirsty. You're talking about a drink, and I'm just like, I'm thirsty now. I'm thirsty. So let me play a song. Enjoy the song. We'll go back to the Doge chart. This will come back on. And I'm going to go get a drink. Right back.
I'm rolling with Kriss on a wild new trip. Dogecoin in my pocket, watch it start to flip. Digital dreams, yeah, they rise and dip, but I'm cashing out fast like I'm moving quick. Kriss got the ride, Dogecoin on the rise, stacking up the wind, shooting for the skies. Crypto moves hot under neon lights, high energy flow, we ignite the night.
How is everybody? Everybody get their drinks. Everybody get their drinks. Look at that. I better call Annie. Annie's a little busy right now. Annie's a little busy. That's good. Yeah, that's good. What did I miss? You may have good genes. Sydney Sweeney has great genes. That Sydney Sweeney thing is just amazing. The American Eagle Company is just brilliant by doing that. Absolutely brilliant. Everybody's talking about her. I still have my 8 XRP. Rob, let's go. 8 XRP. Only Doge. Yeah, August turned green. We looked at that. August is now green. Up 4% now, month of August so far for Doge. Let's go. We were so close to 22 cents. I figured, yeah, we were just talking about drinks and it's just like, I have to. Little face tat, $8,000 ETH. ETH is going to double in price once it hits 4K. Actually, I think 7. I don't think it's going to make it to 8. But I know, water and wine in Italy. You go to a restaurant, wine is cheaper than water. It's cheaper than sodas too. It's like wine. Wine. That's pretty good. Let's go Dogecoin. I have some XRP. No fart coin. I just couldn't. Same here. I just couldn't buy the fart coin. I couldn't do it. DCA. Pump. Algorand is pumping. Algorand. A little bit. Algorand is not. It did a little bit here. Early this morning, it went on a little pump. I owned a lot of Algorand, held on to it for years, sold it all. Made a profit. Would have been better buying Dogecoin. Kilmar, you renewed your membership. Or you had a free membership and then you just rebought in, something like that. But awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Bonk. Bonk hit 26, falling back a little bit, now 25.8. But yeah, Bonk looking good. We had the BTOG stock go up, but it's down a little bit after market. Kriss has never had a Red Bull. Nope. No, all those late nights in the architecture studio, we were just pounding coffee. There was no Red Bull. Red Bull didn't exist back then. We just pounded coffee, and I just became a coffee drinker, is what I did. That's how I got through late nights of architecture school. I meant to do this on a big red day so I could blame Kriss. Hashtag blame Kriss. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. It was a good day to join. Good night, sunshine. Coleslaw beats. Fell asleep by the pool, soaking up the sun, and woke up to a pump. It's a good day. Trump is going to tariff gold bars. When is the tariff thing ever going to end? Floki and Ando are on Robinhood. Yeah. Had a sip of Red Bull. Disgusting is an understatement of Trump-like proportions. I keep hearing stuff like that, and it's just like, why would I ever want to try it? Why would I ever want to try it? That's what I have. I have coffee with just a little bit of sugar. That's what I do. No milk, no cream, just black with a little touch of sugar just to take the edge off. I'm good. That's how we pounded coffee in architecture school. George, how are you? Need to get that bull run soon? How high are we going? We're going high, Theo. I hope $1 too, but don't bet the farm on it, as Elon says. You can do it. Make it a double. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. 2 songs in one day, Ryan. What? Wait a minute. How about this one?
Kriss on the block where the lights don't stop, flipping coins like Doge till we hit the top. Crypto in my veins, got my heart on pop. Count stacks so fast, make a ticker drop. Doge to the moon, we don't need no breaks. Kriss with the moves like a dancing mix. Pocket full of dreams, no time for fakes. Crypto hustle, baby, till the whole world shakes. Blockchain buzzing like a street parade. Kriss stacking Doge like a boss self-made.
Ah, those are good. Those are good. Thought I had a heart attack. No, I was just making my drink. Just making my drink. Here's the Doge pump coming back. Here we go. Another run for 22. You want 10,000 ETH. We'll see where it ends up. Whoa, $21.99. Nice. Right, good question. It's a combination of both. Cheap wine, expensive water. Yeah. Come on, Doge. So close. $21.99. Yeah, you got to be careful with the Doge predictions out there. Pretty unrealistic, which is why you hang out here, Martin. We keep it real. We keep it real. Ido, how are you doing? We're doing great. Look at the chart. I'm pumping today. Potentially an ETF. October, man. That's what we've been talking about. Rate cuts September. ETF October. XRP. Whoa, look at that. XRP, my friends, now up over 9%. Whew. Doge hit 22 cents on Webull, hit 22 cents on Robinhood, but on Binance, $21.99. XRP's hitting lately. I'll buy and it will drop. Well, I mean, if the lawsuit's over, it's over. Might not get a pullback anytime soon. Coffee. I lived on coffee. Totally lived on it. Did I throw my back out on the last one? Those moves are hard. Not. Oh, 22 cents. So close. So close. Yeah, all these 22-cent notifications. And I was like, did Trump sign that order today? He did. He did, my friend. Where did that go? I just had it. Donald Trump signs order letting crypto into 401k retirement plans. Done. The drink fulfilled the prophecy. There you go. Yeah. Hopium. We're looking good. XRP is pumping. Maybe that was the immediate pump, and now we just have a big old wick on XRP. Robinhood said it hit 22 before it hit 22. Robinhood. And then you go and buy it and you pay 22 too, right? Woo. We got there. And now it's like, okay, we're going to take a breather now. 1 penny at a time. That's all Doge can do. 1 penny at a time. So now we're going to be stuck in between these two yellow lines. Pengu, fuzzball, yeah. We looked at that before. We'll look again. Now that I actually own Pengu, yes, I bought the penguin. I bought on the dip. Down here. And then again, lower. I bought Pengu. So see if it gets back to 4 cents, and then what does Pengu do after that? So yeah. Any big resistance? Every penny with Doge. Every penny is resistance. So 23 will be next. Right there. 23. Penny by penny. The goal, David, is to make money on Pengu and then roll it right back into Doge. This is all about Dogecoin coin count. Rolling it into Doge. That's what this is about. You've got 500,000 Pengu. Wow, fuzzball. I think I'm at 40,000. I got 40,000 Pengu tokens. Good night, Nick. And 300,000. You got a nice portfolio going there, fuzzball. Ready for the fall. Big things happening. You ready for alt season? This is what we're looking to see. Oh, that's the Fed thing. This Bitcoin dominance dropping. This Bitcoin dominance going to do this huge drop like it did back here in 2021. Dogecoin, ETH, and alts were going crazy. Is that going to happen again? That's why a lot of people are loading up on alts. And then for those that believe in Bitcoin, they'll roll it into Bitcoin then. So the rotation into alts is happening. Bitcoin dominance is dropping down to 61 now. So yeah, Ron, Bitcoin dominance needs to drop like it's hot. Just fall off the table. Let's see all of the alts go crazy. That means that we've got, let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, there was this kind of, what someone said, a bear flag. I don't know what these flags look like, but we drew it and it just fell off. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance going down. Doge, Bitcoin going up. Doge versus Bitcoin. Good night, Charlotte. And ETH Bitcoin also going up. See you, Martin? Yep, but this is the sign of an alt season starting. The sign of an alt season starting. Are we ready? I thought Trump was going to sign that executive order live today, but he didn't. We got photos of it. So it happened. BitOrigin is now down over 2% after market. Huh. Not holding on to those gains. Still 41 cents. It was 32 cents yesterday. So for those that are into BitOrigin, I'm waiting for Megal still. Megal. Yeah, I think XRP's done with that pump. Not as big as I would have thought with the news of the lawsuit ending. I would have expected a bigger pump. Not happening. Bitcoin's just being Bitcoin. The Floki. Awesome, Ramon. Is it better to have Bitcoin dominance drop now or in a couple months? Why not both? Why not both? This is what it can look like because it did this before. It did exactly this before. Let me take that off. It dropped, came back up, and then fell off the table. So, Davin, I think it's something like that. I think it's something like that. This is my prediction. Is here. This is what I thought it would do. It would just be a slow and steady drop, but it could instead have it drop, come back up, and then drop further. And I think that's what Ben Cowan is talking about. Ben Cowan is talking about a big Bitcoin resurgence before the whole big drop. But I don't think it's going all the way down here, which is why I'm calling it like a half alt season. I think it'll only get into the mid to low 50s. Just because there's way too much strength in Bitcoin this time, and I just don't think it's going to quite drop like that. But if it does, awesome. I love it. Just not expecting that for Bitcoin dominance. for Doge on the daily. Penny at a time. A penny at a time. That's what Doge does. Doge is like, yeah, I'm not done yet. 22 cents. There it is. Boom. Kaboom. Kaboom. Yep, still here, Max, with a drink. Now I got a drink. I'm hanging out. XR with a little p. Kilmar, the Robinhood stock, it's holding over 100, right? Oh, went up to 111 today. XRP 325 is resistance level. Yeah, I haven't really been, I've got 320, but it did go over that. So yeah, 325. So we will change this to be 325 because that is pretty strong there. It's trying to get above it now. LFG. We'll drink to that. Cheers. I like the sound of that, right? A good sound. Making money. We're making money. Just sitting here hanging out. We're making money. 22-cent Doge. Just the start. This is just recovery. This is just recovery. What else was going on X? SEC Ripple saga is done. AJ, congratulations on his daughter. XLM, don't sleep on it, Ramon. When XRP grabs the spotlight, XLM quietly mirrors the moves. Historically, when XRP runs, XLM is never far behind and often offers better entries. There you go. XLM. Thank you, XYG. Bitcoin back over 117. Rent in California is increasingly massive. Wow. Yeah. Tough to live in California. So expensive. Back to greed on the fear and greed index. We're back to greed. Wow. What are the Asian markets going to do tonight? I hope they just keep pumping, taking out more shorts. Yep, Ripple case is over. XRP pump. JA, yep. We'll pump on XRP. I can see it now. Doge goes to 30 cents. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Dogecoin overnight. Well, Probably the low 22s. If it holds and the Asian market doesn't just totally dump it. Sorry about that. Little cough there. To talk about what the Dogecoin price will be in December, you got to tell me what's happening with Dogecoin. Okay? Because if there's like a big catalyst for Dogecoin, like it's on X money or something, that's a totally different price if it doesn't have it. So there's no way to just say price prediction in December. Calia is run by people who I wouldn't allow to provide monetary advice to my 7-year-old. Nessie wants to see the heat map. Sure. Boy, XRP is coming down and taking out a bunch of new leverage traders. XRP is getting totally manipulated right now. Probably going to see the same with Bitcoin. Exactly. Look at all these new leverage longs on Bitcoin just from this morning. About $100 million worth of new Bitcoin trades. Took out some shorts right up here. Got to come up to take out some more. But you wanted to see Dogecoin. So let's see what the Doge heat map looks like. These are all the most recent futures trades. Took out a bunch of shorts, and there's some new leverage longs. Wow, that dipped down to 21 cents this morning. Did not take those out. Interesting. Could have come down just a little bit more, taken out $1 million worth of Doge trades, and it didn't. Instead, just climbed up. So we got a bunch of new leverage trades that are open on the long. Maybe they'll let them win this time. You're kidding. You have to put a little emoji on the chat. As soon as rates are cut, well, that's not till September, JA. The Fed doesn't meet in August. So September 17th. Hey, Anthony. Yep. Green in the market today. So can't be a bear today. Hope you woke up feeling bullish. 2013, 2017, 2021, August were always huge months after the halving. Yeah, we looked at that. That was on this chart. August 2021, up 13%. August 2017, up 65%. August 2013, up 30%. So far, 1.3. It's a start. It's a start. But yeah, I showed this in my August Dogecoin price prediction video. And so far, Doge is doing just fine. Great time to be alive, isn't this? I try and tell people we're so early, but they say, oh, Bitcoin's already been trading for 10 years. I could have made so much money if I bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. But where is Bitcoin going to be 10 years from now? And where is Dogecoin going to be 10 years from now? That We don't know. I say we're still early in this whole cryptocurrency thing. We're still early. Only $3 trillion in the crypto market. Only. It could do a 10x in the whole crypto market and get up to 30 trillion. I want to be in that, right? I want to be in that. Great time to be alive. Exactly. I know. We got 401ks allowing crypto. We got the XRP thing done. Dogecoin's over 22 cents. Let's go. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. I do want to point out an observation. The uptick in Doge is artificial. It's just following the market, Anthony. It's not the market makers. It's following the market. The whole market is going up. First on the 401k stuff, and now because of XRP. The markets all move together. So, yep. August surprise. 62 Teague just bought more Doge. Northern Orbit. Currently in the cat food aisle. Just get the dry, my friend. Just the dry. Just the dry food. Oh no, you got wet food. Just the dry. Once you go down that wet food path, you're stuck. A robo-taxi. Crypto payments for robo-taxis. Elon's just got to turn it on. He does it for the boring tunnel rides in Las Vegas. It's got to turn it on for robo-taxis. Come on. Imagine if Elon starts tweeting about Dogecoin. He did say a few years ago that he has to be careful what he says because he doesn't want to move the markets. He did say that. But then even last year when he was in Pennsylvania on the Trump campaign, people asked him specifically about Dogecoin. He did answer, saying he likes dogs and memes, like all of that stuff, and talked about his workers on the assembly line asking him to support Dogecoin, and he says he does. So we wait. We wait. What's Elon going to do, Ryan? What's he going to do? Hey, around town? If you're trading right, you made money the last couple days. Did all my kids' school shopping with my profits. Steak for lunch. Wow. That's a nice lunch. Bought 1,000 Doge. Remy approves. Okay. Good night, Carmani. Ethereum meme coins, I think, are going to be the big winners. Bonk is a Solana meme. Just so you know, JA. Bonk is a Solana meme. I would add Pepe. Pepe's an Ethereum meme. So Pepe is now over 11. It passed the 10 line. We were looking for the dips below 10, and it did hit that. On Wednesday, we got that one dip on Pepe right there. I should circle that. because I was calling for that. There was that dip right there on Pepe. That was the time to buy. It was after midnight. Some of us were sleeping, but if you had bought there, you would now be up 10%. Right, because it goes up to 11. By a 10, that would be 10%. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Maybe it's the Jack Daniels kicking in. Maybe it's the JD. Look at Link. Up 10% today. Is XRP done yet? Doesn't look like it. That red candle came right back up and turned green. XRP still going up. Yep, Pepe. 2 beers in. I'm about 3/4 of the way through a Jack Daniels and Coke here. You got some Pepe there 2 days? I do like some Sam Adams, yes. I'll have Sam Adams when we go out. It's a heavier beer, Boston Lager. Yeah, sometimes I'll get it. Yeah, they were talking about Chainlink since January. The whole World Liberty Finance thing and all of that. Nate, my friend, how are you? I know, right? Just blame it on Jack. Does Jack Daniels even know how much he gets blamed? Oh, you like the Sam Summer? Doge not holding 22 cents right now. Come on. Still on your T 2 days. Gotcha. I gotcha. I heard like Mantle was moving. Do you guys know what Mantle is? Mantle. And Pendle. Now Pendle is moving. Do you guys follow Pendle? Because Pendle is cranking right now. Up 25% on Pendle. I don't follow Mantle and Pendle. But big moves. When I went to Boston, I went to the Sam Adams bar right next to the Boston Massacre site. Yeah, they've got a little brewery. And you just go through take a tour of the brewery and they give you some free tastes. I don't know what Pendle's about. I've never looked at it. Don't even know what it is. But it's up today. Website. Trading Yield, the world's largest crypto yield trading platform. Probably why I don't ever look at this, because I don't want to chance my Doge in some yield trading thing. Trade any yield, even off-chain. Trade spot yield. I have no idea. Well, today, Pendle's doing something. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. How hot is it in Boston? Today wasn't bad. About 80 degrees today. Supposed to get back into the 90s next week. So, yep. I've traded Mantle, but Pendle is good price action. Have I heard Elon trying to buy the Yankees? No, I have not heard that. Moodang is some other meme off of that animal. You just have to look it up. It's just another meme. I said brewery in a heavy Jersey accent. It's a tough word to say. The jack is kicking in. That's what it is. I did a double shot. DeFi market going to be good. How many Doge for a hot dog at Costco? We got to get Christoph back. How much Doge for a bratwurst? You're watching a Man U live stream? Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who Ornstein is. Well, last minute, there were just 10,000 more Doge into existence. We are going to be talking about Dogecoin mining later this month. It's coming. Proof of work cryptocurrency. We will be talking about Dogecoin mining. That will be coming. Hey, you're here, Christoph. You just have me on in the background. Just wondering if you ever paid Dogecoin for a good bratwurst. That's all. And how much you paid. That's all. Not a big Jack fan? You like Jameson? I like Jack. Used to play really good pool while drinking. I know, you don't think too much, right? You just do it. Usually stay in the top 50 coins, but somehow you have Ali, artificial liquid intelligence. You don't know how meats are. I made the main screen again. Awesome. I'm on the big curved screen. Yay. Woohoo. And the dog is probably like, what? Really? This guy again? Look at Doge go. Doge is not done yet tonight, my friends. Not done tonight. Still going up. XRP also still going up. Look at poor Sheeb. Only 3%. Doge up 7%. Sheeb cannot keep up. Dogecoin. She's there laying on the couch watching. Hey, puppy. Look at Doge go. It's just pushing up higher and higher. Woo. Stephen, I would wait for the big red dip. You know it's going to come. You know it's going to come. It always does. Even if we get into the 22s, it'll come back and revisit 2190. It just Dogecoin always comes back and retests. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying 22-cent Dogecoin right now. I'd be waiting for 21.90 to come back. Yeah, I don't know if Sheeb's going to do that this time, JA. I don't know. D Community, thanks for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cardano is trading just like Doge. Pretty much. Yeah. Solana's pretty close too. I know around town, but I said, if we get 22-cent Doge, I will fix myself a drink. So, drinking today on a nice pump day, up 7.5%. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Hey. No SHEEB ETF. There's no SHEEB ETF that I know of. But keep dreaming like the SHEEB Army does. I don't think any financial institution is going to be backing a SHEEB ETF. I may be wrong. I don't know. If SHEEB goes on a run, someone might apply for one, but I doubt it. The 401k news is pretty big. I agree. That is big. A little too late for me. I'm all set with my Vanguard and Russell. Still did very well over the years. Could have done better with crypto, but did not have the opportunity. 3 years ago, I definitely would have flipped over my allocations into crypto. That would have been nice. But it wasn't available. It is what it is. Subra, Trump token, sell it. Next time it hits $10, sell it. Just sell it. Not financial advice. Yeah, we'll see about the SHEEB thing, JA. We better get $1 Doge. I'm not so sure that's enough for $1 Doge. Right, the rate cuts help the whole market. The ETF will help with some steady buying, but it's not the hype that you need to rocket up to $1. You need X money. You need Tesla. You need something huge to get Doge to $1. Yep. Cheers, Miguel, to 22-cent Doge. Again, it'll probably dip down to 21.90. Always seems to do that every penny by penny. It'll dip down. Well, what we saw back in 2020 was Ethereum going on a run, and then Doge just blew it out of the water once all the Doge hype hit. So it doesn't necessarily correlate to ETH. But again, from this point, it would be a huge move for Doge to $1. where ETH is just going to maybe do a 2.5x and Doge doing a 5.5x. But yeah, I think the 401k news is awesome, Mario. Again, long term, gets more people buying crypto. Kind of curious within different 401ks how the crypto is actually being held. Are you really buying the crypto depending on the 401k plan that you're on, or is it just buying the price? I don't know how all of that's going to work. It depends on your plan. I think a lot of that is going to be off chain. So it doesn't really affect much. The news certainly helped today, but it helps you as an investor to be able to buy crypto in whatever form that is and be able to see that account grow tax-free. That's the big thing for the individual investor. That's the big thing. Like buying paper gold. Exactly. Because they're not an exchange. I mean, the 401k plan administrators aren't exchanges. So I don't know how that's actually going to work. But if it just follows the price and you get in at 20 cents on Doge and Doge goes to $1, you get a 5x return within your 401k, and all those gains tax-free, no capital gains. Just don't pull it out until you're 59.5. That's the part you got to live with, is just once you have it in there, you have to just let it ride. Yeah, you could switch it over within the plan over to bonds, let's say in 2026, if you think the market's going to be a bear. You can do those kinds of things within your 401k plan. Merrill Edge will probably never have crypto. They are so behind. So behind. It needs to be passed by Congress. Oh, the executive order will only last for 3 years, and then a new administration could come in and change that. That's true. That is true. See if XRP holds 325. That was our resistance line. Does it become support? Does that become support on XRP? Be bullish if it does. Algorand 26 cents. Doge 22 cents. Let it ride. If you just let it ride, set it and forget it until you get to retirement age, who knows what the price of Dogecoin is going to be then? Who knows? But if you want to play games within your 401k, sell this, buy that. I mean, you're paying a lot of fees to do that kind of thing, but it's still all tax-free. So drink is gone. Bum, 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 bum. Just got back cooling down the race car trailer. We use the AC when the power grid takes a dump. Ah, yeah. Well, it's gone now. I drank it all, Ron. But the sound of ice tinkling in the glass like that, it just sounds good. It sounds good. All right, gang. Hey, that's what we got for today. Thanks for joining in. Tomorrow's another day, another Dogecoin giveaway. Yes, on Friday, we will have another Dogecoin giveaway. We'll see how this price goes overnight. Are we going to see 22 cents hold, or I still think a dip to 21.9 is in the cards. But hey, it's all good. Good day today. Hope everyone's enjoying the green day. Let's see if we can keep it going tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.